Hello, my name is EJZ Nnamdi Stanley. This is my Linux server deployment for PromiseLand.com, new data center in Independence, Missouri. Here is my AWS EC2 instance running on Ubuntu. Now I'll connect via SSH. Sorry, please let me show my AW my EC2 running, as you can see here, and here is my terminal. So here my MOD is showing promiseland.com authorized access only with all the informations here. Let me walk you through the rest of them. So here my 100 gig disk is partitioned in 4 parts. I have the 30 gig, which is showing here. I have the 40 gig. I have the 8 gig swap and 20 gig for var. Here you see the partitions mounted and swap active for 8 gig. Okay, so on the group, I'll show Sally in HR, Phil is in IT and engineering, Betty is in management, and here all groups are created correctly according to my proposal. Okay, moving forward, Sally can create a file. Okay, Sally can create a file in her HR folder, which as you can see here, that works. But when she tries to create a file in the finance folder, she gets permission denied, as you can see here. This proves group permission with set git 2770 as written, and they are all working perfectly and correctly. Okay, so I've logged back in. So here Carrie, the CIO, has read only access using ACLs. Here you see user Carrie X RX in ACL, and she can read Sally's file exactly as required. Moving forward here, the next step, I've installed Samba. I've installed Samba, and it's running as a file server. It's enabled and active, as you can see here, enabled and it's active also. Okay, so on the next step is the firewall. The firewall only allows SSH on port 22, on port 22, and Samba on port 445. Like we can see here, everything else is blocked by default. Everything here is blocked by default. This actually follows principles of least privilege. So in the next step, I added a cron job to reboot the server every 2 years at midnight on January 1st, and this applies kernel update and keeps the system fresh. So for non-default package, I installed discuss a non-default command line disk usage to this version output confirms it's successfully installed, which we can see here, discuss version 0.5 by Nicholas Carrier. Okay, that will be all for here. We'll move to the next step. So for my Explanation. Here is why I made this decision on this project. From my proposal, I chose Ubuntu on AWS because it's reliable, cost effective, and well supported. I separated partitions to prevent one partition from filling up and crashing the whole system. Going further, I used group permissions with setgid 2770 so that new files can automatically inherit the correct group. I also used ACLs to give carrier read-only access without adding her to every group. For the firewall only opens SSH and Samba, minimizing and minimizing the attack surface. Furthermore, I disabled root SSH again for additional security. For the MOD reminds users that this is a monitored system with authorized access only. The cron reboot ensures kernel updates are applied. All decisions follows the principle of least privilege. People only get the access they need. And in conclusion, this completes my Linux server deployment for promisedland.com, and it matches my written proposal and meets all requirements. Thank you for watching.